Ta-da-dum, ta-da-da-dum, ta-da-dum, ta-da-da-dum. Ta-da-da-da-da-dum, ta-da-da-dum. Listen, listen, listen. It looks like you are waiting for something like, oh my God. It looks like you're anticipating something. You're waiting for some kind of information. And I think that this is like, oh my God, getting to the point at this stage where you are kind of becoming really, really nervous. It is a lot to do with some kind of decision that you're waiting. Okay, so you're waiting for some kind of decision, so somebody else needs to make this decision, and this is why you have been a little bit nervous lately, my gorgeous aquamarini. And I think that this has been going on maybe for the last like about I don't know, for the last couple of months or so, but only within the last 3 weeks or so, things have become quite intense because something is or something has indeed been delayed. So the bottom line is, my gorgeous aquamarini, I can feel this like there is no tomorrow, because I know how much this means to you. This decision that you are waiting for somebody else to make, it's to do with something rather important, something rather significant, and it's to do with something kind of official, okay? It's to do with something official, and it's to do with kind of important people making this type of decision, for example. So what am I about to say is actually going to make you feel really, really good, because this particular decision that you are waiting for is about to be made in your favor. Okay, there has been something that has been kind of restricting you. There was some kind of restriction. So, to start with, when you decided to kind of take this on, whatever this is, for example, when you decided to start this, you see, things kind of seemed, like really smooth, and things were running really smoothly, and it was all fine. And then suddenly something happened. And it happened, and there was this restriction that you've had, my gorgeous aquamarini, and this scared you a little bit. And since then, this particular situation, this particular process has been a little bit slowed down. And as the time went by, you became a little bit nervous, like you became more nervous and more nervous and more nervous, because whatever this decision is about, it's not only about something being, it's not about just about this decision being made in your favor, but it's more about what exactly it's actually going to come out of it, my gorgeous aquamarini, because you're waiting for this news, not only for yourself to feel better. Do you know what I mean? You're waiting for this specific news, for this decision, and you're a little bit nervous about it, only because now you're just stuck a little bit. You're a little bit stuck, so the moment in time you hear about this decision, you will be able to carry on with some kind of a venture, with this really, really important venture, and this really means to you so much. And this particular venture I'm talking about, it's not only something that you're starting right now, this particular venture already started. So that's why this decision is so important to you, so you can, carry on with that particular venture, which is just pretty much so going to change your entire life. There is no doubt about it whatsoever, my gorgeous aquamarini, because you've started this venture not that long ago, but you just stumbled upon a little bit right now, and because you have been waiting for this particular decision. So the bottom line is oh my God, my gorgeous aquamarini, you're gonna be so happy, because this week, this particular favor is going to be, this particular decision is going to be made is in your favor. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. So you can expect a really kind of important news. You can expect like an important phone call. You can expect an important message, and you are gonna feel so liberated at that moment in time. This is gonna make you feel so happy. This is gonna make you feel so good, because you have been stressing about it, my gorgeous Aquamarini, for a while now. Absolutely brilliant. So don't worry, it's all going to be absolutely fine. Not only this decision is gonna be brilliant, really positive, but also at the same time you will be able, my gorgeous Aquamarini, to to carry on with this venture that you've already started. And this time, from this moment onwards, most certainly you're not going to have any blockages, and nothing is going to kind of slow you down anymore. From now onwards, your path is going to be really, really smooth. And the reason why is because you already have been through enough, okay? This in itself, this like kind of waiting game you had for a while, it's really pretty much so to do with like a certain official things, that had to be kind of resolved, which unfortunately they do take a little bit of time, okay? And also, so you can expect a really good news, and you are indeed going to be really, really happy, my gorgeous Aquamarini. And also, when it comes to the beginning of this week, when it comes to the beginning of this week, there is something you are going to discover. There is something, what are you going to discover, and what are you going to realize at around the beginning of this week? Oh my God, it's going to be so good. You will realize that your vision, is coming into fruition, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Your vision is about to come into life, and this in itself is like, oh my God, it's going to make you feel so good about yourself as well. Just remember what I said. At around the beginning of this week, there is something you're going to find out. There is something that you're going to discover. And what you're going to find out and what are you going to discover is going to make you realize that your vision is literally coming into life, and this is going to mean to you so much, emotionally, spiritually, in every possible way. You're going to feel really glad, because this is something that means to you so much. The fact that your vision is coming into life, it's like, basically it's a lot about what you're going to find out and what you're going to discover, but it's also about knowing some kind of a time and some kind of a day and some kind of a date. There is some kind of a time, some kind of a day, and some kind of a date that you are going to set as well, which is going to be connected to this. And this is going to mean to you so much, and it's going to motivate you like there is no tomorrow. It really is to do with things that you've already started. It's to do with certain process that already started, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Again, this is all connected. This is all connected. Even that important decision that you have been waiting for, this is all connected, literally. But this in itself, it's gonna make you feel so good, because the whole new motivation, it's about to kick in. Just remember, what are you gonna discover, what are you gonna find out, and what are you gonna realize? It's gonna make you feel so good, because you will know that your vision is coming into life, but at the same time, you are gonna be able to set some kind of a date, some kind of a time, some kind of a day, for example. And this is gonna make you feel so good, and this is why the whole new motivation, it's about to kick in. Now you're gonna have something kind of like to work towards in terms of timing, and that in itself, it's actually gonna motivate you so much. You will feel like, wow, you will really feel like things are moving forward. You will really feel like now you're moving on with your life. You're gonna start feeling so good about yourself, and you're gonna start feeling so proud of yourself. Do you know, like when you realize that something that is so important to you, like a certain vision, it's coming into life, this in itself, it's going to make you feel so happy, my gorgeous aquamarini, and it's literally going to emotionally and spiritually heal you. This is going to make you feel so happy, and you are literally going to feel spiritually and emotionally healed, because you're going to feel so proud of yourself, and there are certain things that you have been going through for the last few months. Just to remind you, it's to do with a certain process that already started. It's to do with a certain venture that already started. It's to do with like a certain new beginning in your life that already started. But now this is all gonna feel so beautiful and so good, like such a powerful confirmation. And also to be able to set some kind of a date and time that you can work towards, you know, this is gonna motivate you like kind of even more. You may feel like a little bit stressed, but you're gonna love this stress, because at the same time this is gonna bring like kind of the best out in you. And also the reason why you're gonna start feeling so proud of yourself and why you're gonna feel so happy is because you will feel like a couple of last barriers you had, couple of last blockages you've had, you know, lately. You came on top, you know. That's exactly how you're gonna feel. But at the same time, you're also gonna feel even better because now you're gonna realize that, you know, now you're going to realize in particular that the choice that you made, you know, when this venture started, do you know what I mean? This particular choice that you've made at the time when this venture started, only now you're going to realize, oh my God, like I made the right choice. I made this major choice, which is clearly telling me that there were certain things that you were going through, like, and subconsciously you were kind of affected. And thank God that you were driven by your intuition, because otherwise you would never kind of land at such a sacred stage of your life, such a sacred stage of your spiritual journey. What's happening right now, my gorgeous aquamarini, it's going to change your entire life in the best possible way. And as I said, the fact that you're gonna feel so good and so relaxed and so positive, because this is all like a one big confirmation that you made the right choice, you know, at the beginning of this venture, at the beginning of this beautiful journey. And this is absolutely brilliant. So now this is slowly but surely going to go, slowly but surely this will go on the next level. A couple of days later, you know, there is a lot going to be on your mind. There is a lot going to be on your mind, like after this moment in time. You will notice how much happier you are. You will notice how much you perked up. Everything is like kind of going to start making sense. And this is such a beautiful stage of your life, because it's all gonna feel like a beautiful fresh air, you know, so beautiful, like coming into your life, really beautiful energy. It's about to take over. So a couple of days later, you are going to realize, my gorgeous aquamarini, that you've got everything you possibly need, everything you need in order to make such an important step. Couple of days later, this is gonna go on the next level now, and it's still part of this. Couple of days later, you are going to realize that you've got everything you need right now in order to make such an important step. This particular step is something that you feel so passionate about, and this particular step that you're going to make, it's still connected to this particular venture. You're taking things on the next level, but only couple of days later, this is going to come to you like a really brilliant idea, a really fantastic idea, a really mind-blowing idea, and it's again connected to this venture, but it's only going to come to you a couple of days later. And in the meantime, you're also going to be, before that happens, you're going to be talking to somebody you're going to be talking to somebody who you really love, somebody really spiritual, somebody really beautiful, like one of the most beautiful people in your life, in so many different ways, but I can describe this person as a really beautiful and really spiritual, and this person really tend to bring like the best out in you, in terms of you especially kind of taking certain bold moves. After you speak to this person, you feel so reassured, and it's so beautiful, and it's somebody who knows you in and out, and you know this person in and out as well. Absolutely gorgeous. It is somebody who brings the best out in you, and it's most certainly somebody who is so meant to be in your life, my gorgeous Aquamarini, indeed, because after you speak to this person, there is something that this person is going to tell you, and there is something that this person is going to highlight. There's something that this person going to point out to you. It's like some kind of a suggestion, and then and this is why after that moment in time you will realize that actually, first of all, you're going to be like, well, I'm not too sure, and then you're going to be thinking about it later, and then the more you think about it, the more you're going to realize, you know what, I actually have everything I possibly need to have in order to make that step, in order to kind of take this suggestion, what this person said, very seriously. Like, absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Aquamarini. But it is to do with like you making such a major commitment, and this is something that is gonna that has been like kind of initially putting you off when it comes to this, because it is to do with you making a passionate step, doing something that you're so passionate about, but it's to do with this. But then again, it's to do with the suggestion that this person actually said, and after that, this is all gonna come to you, and you are gonna make this step, and you will know the only thing that will kind of put you off just a little bit for like 5 minutes, yeah. It's that the fact that in order to take this suggestion seriously, and you're not going to be able to stop thinking about this suggestion whatsoever, and because you're so psychic, you're so open-minded, you're so intuitive, you're an empath, and you know this. I tell you this every single time. You just kind of know things instantly, but sometimes you just need a minute or two to reflect, and then you get your spidey senses going, baby, and then you just know in your own way, in your own time, with your own confirmation, if you know what I mean. So this particular thing that this person is going to suggest to you, it is to do with you, with things that you're so passionate about. It is to do with this particular venture, taking things on the next level. But then again, what was, kind of putting you off when it comes to this is like you making, that this is going to be like a major commitment. But then you shouldn't allow this to put you off, because this is going to be like so rewarding. And also in terms of practicality, believe me or not, what's crazy when it comes to all this, that this suggestion that this person is going to suggest to you, first of all, you're going to think like, oh my God, it's too much, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to do this, I'm not going to be able to do that. You're going to think it's like too much to start with, but actually complete opposite, it's going to happen. You know why? Because by you making this major commitment, by you making this step, you're also making a major commitment, taking this suggestion into consideration, taking this on the next level, combining this with what you're already doing, combining this with this venture. It's actually going to have a complete opposite impact on your life, because in terms of practicality, this major commitment that you're so afraid to make, in terms of practicality, your life is actually going to become so much more practical. So just don't forget about the fact that this is indeed going to be really successful for you, and this is indeed going to be really rewarding for you when it comes to like several aspects of your life. But most importantly right now, when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to your optimism, when it comes to you feeling so good about yourself, when it comes to you feeling so content, but also when it comes to your life becoming so much more practical. You see, it is ever so important to every now and then reflect, on things that we do in this life. We can just, oh my God, we can be swept away with things that we do. with our work, with our career, with our success, you know. And very often we can forget about simple things in life. Very often we can forget about important things in life. And this is why, like a spiritual things, and this is why this balance is like ever so important. So that's why I absolutely adore this person, whoever this is, my gorgeous Aquamarini. I absolutely love this person, because not only this person is, as I said before, meant to be in your life, but this person is playing like a really angelic and a role, like you're a little angel, like your little spirit guide, you know. Absolutely, absolutely brilliant. A little flies flying around my face, baby. Yeah, absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Aquamarini, like, oh my goodness. And also, when it comes to the beginning of this week, I'm sorry, but I need to say what I see. Dark Lala, it's about to enter the room. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, seriously, it's nothing negative, honestly. It's just that I see this woman. I see this motherly figure. I see this woman. She's a nice woman. She's like a mother, or she's like, has got like a mother's energy. You know, maybe this is your mother, if you've got a mother, if your mother is still alive, you know, or this is somebody who, you know, who is having like a really motherly energy. Do you know what I mean? So it is to do with this woman that I'm seeing here. Maybe this is your mother, if your mother is still alive, you know, or this is somebody who really has got this motherly energy, and this particular person is in your life. And this particular person, I can see that it's going to be really, this particular person, I can see that it's going to be really sad a little bit at around the beginning of this week. You know, this particular person is going to be sad a little bit, and you need to explain to this person that that person is going to need to accept what's happening and what is going on. Okay? And sometimes we just need to accept things and move on. And the reason why this person, this mothering figure, it's going to be so sad and a little bit unhappy, it's only because you are not getting on with somebody. You're not getting on with somebody, and you're like kind of fighting with somebody, and you keep on having disagreements, so many disagreements, like disagreement after disagreement after disagreement after disagreement, and things are gone pear-shaped, you know. Things are gone like, oh my God, crazy, on such a negative level. And it does happen sometimes. I'm not saying that you're going to be fighting with this person forever, but I think at this stage of your life, it almost feels impossible to like kind of have this reconciliation when it comes to this particular person. It's like almost impossible. And God, I'm going to knock the table off, yeah. But you know, do you know what I mean, yeah? So it is this mothering figure person that, it's going to be looking at things, and this mothering figure, a mother figure person is going to kind of will talk to you or say something, and then, you know, it's so difficult for this person to accept that you are fighting, you know, and you are having so many disagreements with this other person. And what else I didn't mention is that this mothering figure, or maybe somebody with a mother energy, maybe somebody really mothery with this mothering energy, you know. And this particular person, what I didn't say with this mothering energy to start with, is connected to you and is connected to this other person. So this particular person is actually connected to both of you. Do you know what I mean? So this is where this is coming from. This is why this person is going to feel so sad that you're still arguing. Oh no, please don't fly away. This is gonna feel so. This is why this person is sad, because this person is connected to like kind of both of you, and you. I don't know how to explain this, but your job is to kind of reassure this person in a certain way. Maybe one day things are going to be better, blah blah blah. But then on another hand, for now, this person just needs to accept this. this person needs to accept this, and this is what's gonna kind of make you feel a little bit sad, when it comes to the beginning of this week. But this is all what you need to remember, and it is to do with a certain person, not this mothering person, but this other person whom you had so many arguments and disagreements with. That person has been giving you grief. And I know this is true. That person has been giving you grief, so much grief. And when it was the hardest to you, when you had the hardest time, my gorgeous Aquamarini, that particular person turned their back at you and was standing on the wrong side of things. Really, this is how it felt. And this is very difficult to forgive. This is very difficult to forget, because this person that you were arguing with and fighting with, it's somebody who is meant to be very close to you, which makes all this situation so much more difficult. So I completely get you, and I completely understand you. Whether you're going to have this reconciliation with that person later on, that's the whole different story. But at the moment, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different story right now. But at the moment, I understand you, that this is extremely, extremely difficult for you indeed. But just try to do something to just make this person kind of accept this in a certain way, by telling them that, in the future you will try to kind of sort things out. But right now, it's almost absolutely impossible. Not because what you were doing, but it's more about what this person has been doing to you. And I completely understand you. This person hurt you so much, with things that they were doing to you. And especially when you needed that person the most to stand on your side, that person turned their back at you. So of course you are going to be like this. And now it just all ended up like with you not trusting this person whatsoever, and thinking every now and then how crazy this life can actually turn out to be, my gorgeous Aquamarini, indeed. And also, at around the beginning of this week, please, I have seen this before, and I know you're going to have a go at me. Yeah, you really need to start with certain dietary changes. My God, I'm keep on seeing this. Please don't have a go at me. But seriously, you need to start with some kind of dietary changes. It is just so important. There is a dietary change needed in your life right now. And I know it sounds, oh my God, so bland, oh, so vague. No, listen, listen. Dietary changes, it depends. Maybe you need to cut out some food. Maybe you are eating wrong food. Maybe you need more food, It really depends what these dietary changes are. But the reason why this is so important, and it's rather highlighted, and it has been highlighted for a while, is because I can see for a fact that you've already been aware of it. Not that long ago. It was like boom, boom. It just came to you. Like maybe you need to cut out certain food, or maybe you need to eat more nutrition. Maybe you need to eat more nutritional stuff, maybe you need to put into your body more things that contain more vitamins and things like that. Or maybe you just need to stop taking certain things, stop doing certain things. Or maybe you need to kind of like maybe exercise a little bit more. It is very difficult to say what exactly it's going to be in your particular case, because every single person is ever so different. Everybody is on their spiritual path. We are all sharing this particular energy on this earth right now. But we also have our every aspect of our life so different to everybody else. So this is really something that is going to come unique to you, and you have to go with this powerful flow. And I said before, not that long ago, just recently, you realized that you need to make certain dietary changes, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and now you will be reminded of that again. And now it's time to do something about it. Okay, very, very important. This is going to make you feel good. This is going to make you look good. You're going to end up having so much more energy, and you will be so much more spiritual, and you will also be able to see things crystal clear. And I'm not saying that you're not seeing things crystal clear right now, but you will see the way this is going to reflect on your sharpness, on your mental sharpness. For example, absolutely brilliant indeed. And also, my gorgeous aquamarini, when it comes to the midweek, for example, you are going to have a really beautiful experience. Look at this. You are going to have a gorgeous spiritual experience. My goodness, this week is going to be so meaningful, really meaningful. Seriously, I told you, things are really finally gonna start feeling like you're moving forward with your life, and I think really is a lot to do with that particular information you're going to have when it comes to this decision being made for you. This is something that really has been worrying you lately, because you were worried that you're gonna kind of stumble upon, and you're not upon certain things, and you're not gonna be able to carry on with this venture, or it's just gonna be so much more difficult. So I know that this is going to mean to you so much, because it is going to really open your mind. It's going to liberate you, and you will be able to come out of your comfort zone. You did not even know you were in, my gorgeous aquamarini, and that also happens ever so often. And when I said like at around the mid of this week, beautiful spiritual experience you're going to have, out of this world spiritual experience with somebody else, somebody very close to you, somebody really beautiful, somebody really nice. You are somebody who you are so connected to, somebody who you get on so well, somebody who you get on so beautifully with. It's also going to be around you. I can see you being somewhere in nature. I can see you enjoying yourselves, I can see you having a great time. But I also see that because of that beautiful spiritual experience, something is going to happen. Something, oh my God, that doesn't happen that often. Something that doesn't happen to everybody. Something very spiritual, something very unique, and it's going to happen to both of you. You need to understand that both of you are very, very special, and you do know that you are very special. And this is somebody who you know for a very long time, and you have been through certain things that lots of people are never going to be able to, experience in their whole life. So you have been through certain things with this person, for example, that really kind of bring you together, that did brought you together very closely. And a certain thing that you have been through at the early stages of your life, this is how long you know this person, have opened your eyes and have opened this person's eyes towards the whole world that lots of people are not even aware of exist. Okay? This is how important this is going to be. This is how deep connection is in between you and this particular person. So therefore, you and this beautiful person are going to have this beautiful experience, beautiful spiritual experience. You're going to find yourself being somewhere in nature. This is going to be completely unplanned. You will be enjoying yourself. That person will be enjoying themselves, and there is something outworldly which is going to take place. There is something that you're going to see, both of you. There is something that you are going to experience, both of you, and both of you will have confirmed how spiritual you both are. You will both come to this agreement that if you were not spiritual and you did not understand things, something like this would never happen to you, or you would never even be able to notice this. This is how special both of you are, and you really should take that, and use that into your advantage, of course, my gorgeous aquamarini. But also, when it comes to this beautiful experience, this beautiful spiritual experience, you know that you are going to realize, most importantly, something is going to shake you up a little bit. You will realize that there is an element of your life after that moment in time that you really need to change. Because after that moment in time, after that spiritual experience, there is a lot actually going to be on your mind. You're going to be thinking about a lot of things, and you will realize that you need to change the whole structure in your life. The whole structure needs to be changed, and you will realize somehow that yes, you are at the beginning of a beautiful venture. Yes, you are at the beginning of this beautiful journey, but you're also going to realize that you need to pay attention to the actual balance. You can do a lot, but you also need to pay attention to the actual balance in your life, because you don't want to kind of like burn out. You need to pay attention to the actual balance in such a way where, yes, you are, as I said, at the beginning of a really beautiful venture, but you need to, now it's a crucial time. That's why now it's a crucial time to set things straight. Now it's a crucial time. I can hear something moving behind me, no joke. Honestly, this is no joke. Again, if I get eaten here in the middle of the forest, at least I died doing what I love. Hello! Honestly, did you hear that? Doesn't matter. It's your sign. So now I forgot what I was actually talking about, okay? So now I'm going to be staring like behind me to see until I see some kind of a beast or something like kind of going at me, No, this is what you're going to realize, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Now it's like the perfect time, just because you are at the beginning of this beautiful venture, just because you are at the beginning of this beautiful journey. Now it's a crucial time to set things straight, and don't give a whole of yourself in. Can you hear this? I don't know. Yeah, don't give your no, honestly. Don't now it's the crucial time. Now you need to set the record straight. Yes, you are at the beginning of this beautiful journey. Yes, you are at the beginning of this beautiful venture. That's why it's a crucial time for you to pay attention to the actual structure. You need to change certain things. You need to make sure that the balance is right. You need to make sure that you have enough time to do what you want to do. You have enough time to enjoy yourself. You have enough time to enjoy your life. It is crucial time for you to pay attention to these things, because otherwise you're going to be happy, and otherwise you're going to be successful. You're going to be pleased with yourself. You're going to have a major achievement. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. But you are just going to end up like feeling like your hands are behind your back, and you're going to end up feeling like you're giving too much of yourself to the one particular thing, and you don't have to do this. And now it's a crucial time. You're very smart. Try to maybe collaborate with certain people. It's a lot about collaborating with certain people and sharing your responsibilities, for example, and this is something that you need to consider. And this is why this is going to be a one giant big mama. This is a big mama about to knock you out, baby. No, seriously, this is one big mama here happening. Remember what I said. You are going to have this beautiful spiritual experience, and somebody else is going to be with you. They're going to be two people, and you're going to be enjoying yourself. And I feel like this is really going to be somewhere in nature. You will find yourself being in nature, and this is going to be completely unplanned, like there is no tomorrow. And after that beautiful spiritual experience, you're somehow going to realize, you see, there is a point for all this. You see, it's like your little spiritual awakening you're about to have, a spiritual awakening. This is not only a spiritual experience, but this is a gorgeous spiritual awakening. And that's why later you're going to realize that, oh my God, that's why later you're going to realize, that's why later you're going to realize, my gorgeous Aquamarini, that this is something that you really need to consider. Now it's a crucial time, to pay attention to the structure in your life. If this kind of a spiritual experience didn't happen, and someone suggested this to you, to pay attention to the structure and pay attention to the balance, at this stage, you know, you would think that that person is crazy, but because of this spiritual experience, oh my God, this changes everything. And you will realize somehow, this is so difficult to explain, you will realize somehow after that spiritual experience that, you know, if you don't pay attention to the structure in your life right now and collaborate with certain people and share responsibilities, you know, you're just gonna end up having your hands tied behind your back for a long time, and you're not gonna be able to do anything else. So this is why you need to be really, really smart here. And this in itself, it's not only going to make you realize this is going to really awake you. Beautiful spiritual awakening experience. And it's also going to give you this strength. It's going to give you this confidence to actually do something about it. Okay, absolutely brilliant. And then only later on, like a couple of days later, you are going to find yourself doing something really kind of, you will be doing something that you really love. You will be doing something that you really love, my gorgeous Aquamarini. A couple of days later, I can see you, do you know what I mean? Like something that makes you feel really energetic, something that makes you feel really creative. Maybe you're going to be like, dancing lambada. No, maybe you're going to be like dancing. Maybe if you love dancing, do you know what I mean? Maybe if you like cleaning, maybe you're going to be cleaning, do you know? You can come to my house, please. No, honestly, maybe if you love cleaning, you know, you're going to be like kind of cleaning and enjoying yourself. Maybe you love painting, you're going to be painting, you know, you will be doing something that you really love, something that you really enjoy, because I know it's about this specific energy. When you forget about everything else, you forget about your daily problems, daily dilemmas and things like that, for a minute or two you really cut yourself out, cut yourself off from the world and your daily like kind of problems and things like that, you know, and then you reach this really particular state of your mind. You enter this particular dimension and the door are open, and once the door are open, this is when this insight comes in. This is when this realization is going to come in, and realization an idea and the exact idea how you're gonna do this, you know, and who you need to talk to, and how you can actually, you know, change this balance, you know, how you can collaborate and make your workload, for example, much lighter. You know, the idea is gonna come to you the moment in time you find yourself being, you know, so creative indeed. And by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you know, it's like a basically, you see, you will so be keen. You will be doing something again, something important. You will be starting something. I can see that you will want to start something, maybe launch something, but you're gonna have a little difficulties. You're going to have a little difficulties because, you know, you need to be very smart. There is something that you will want to start at around the end of this week. There is something that you will want to launch. And, you know, you really need to be really smart right now. And you're going to realize, well, maybe I'm rushing. Maybe I'm rushing. And that's exactly where I need you to be really smart here, because there is something that's going to be offered to you that you need to be very careful about. Okay, and this is why you will kind of be thinking about starting something or launching something, you know, and you will have a difficulties with that. And then, you know, something is going to be offered to you, and only because you will want to hurry something up, a certain aspect of your life, you will want to hurry up with, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You're going to find yourself in this moment of little weakness where something is going to be offered to you too good to be true. And it's going to come from the person who's like, no, baby, no. Listen to me very carefully, you know. Something is going to be offered to you that is going to seem to be too good to be true. But you're going to find, this person is going to find you at the moment, you know, of this little weakness. And I really, really hope, I pray to God that you don't give in. You must not cut the corners with this. Whatever this is, you shouldn't cut the corners with, my gorgeous Aquamarini, whatsoever. You must not cut the corners. You need to, like, really kind of, you are intuitive, you are psychic, you are an empath. And you know, you need to set the boundaries with this person immediately. You have to follow your heart, and what your heart is going to be telling you, oh my God, this seemed to be too good to be true, too good to be true. So something is going to be offered by this dodgy person to you, and you will know that this person is dodgy. But because that person is going to find you at the moment of weakness, you know, please do ignore this. Please do ignore this. It's just so important. And follow your heart. You know, do not be led astray. And at the same time, you're also going to set the boundaries in your life by rejecting this dodgy offer, by rejecting this. At the same time, you will set the boundaries and you will protect your precious energy. Okay? This is why this is going to be so important. You will realize after that moment in time that you should stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Stick to the original plan, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Stick to the original plan, and then you will see that there is a very important advice you are going to get from somebody like really official regarding all this a day or two later. And after you have this advice, you will have a confirmation as well that you shouldn't have kind of taken this on, what was offered to you in the first place. So you're going to feel so pleased with yourself, and once again you were following your intuition, and then you know you are going to make the right move, you know, which is going to be slightly later, but thank God it's going to be the right thing to do. And this brave move, you know, some kind of bold move you're going to make like a little bit later, you know, within the next couple of weeks, you see, it's going to seem like the reason why I say a bold move connected to all this, it's only because, it's going to seem like a hard work, you know, in compared to what this dodgy person was offering something to you too good to be true. But then you see, rather to kind of go towards the path that seem like a hard work, and you know which destination you're going to reach, you know, rather than doing something dodgy which is just going to kind of unnecessarily set you back. Do you know what I mean? So whatever you're gonna do after that moment in time, it's going to be the right thing to do, especially when it comes to your money, especially when it comes to your finances, and especially when it comes to you finally moving forward with your life. So now, my gorgeous Aquamarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what the tarot card of the week for you is going to be. Let's just see. Oh my God, this reading went for a while. Let's just, so sorry about that. Yeah, I hope I'm not too much. So now, my gorgeous Aquamarini, let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Oh my God, look at this. You really are, you're gonna be working on things that are gonna bring you like such a big reward, such a big reward. I can see you for the first time after a very, very long time feeling so good, feeling so positive, feeling so optimistic. My gorgeous Aquamarini, the whole new stage of your life, it's about to begin. It's time to open your mind. It's time to come out of your comfort zone. It's time to spread your wings, baby. It's time to fly. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.